Well, as Michael Gitonga said, we are in the middle of a political season, and we know that that political season is a really vicious political battle between Jubilee and the National Super Alliance, in which everyone is waiting for the end game. The IEBC and Jubilee maintain there will be presidential elections on October 26. NASA insists there will be none. It's a game of politics, replete with legal intricacies, strategy, and a game plan from both sides, where pawns, that is, the voters, are being manipulated to attend the rallies, fight for the party kings. In the end, there will be a king to be coronated. Whether it will be a fake coronation, as Miguna says, or a real one, there will be an end game to the game. Well, all these terminologies emanate from one game called chess. Chess is a game played between two opponents on opposite sides of a board containing 64 squares of alternating colors. Each player has 16 pieces, one king, one queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 2 knights, and 8 pawns. The goal of the game is to checkmate the other king. To talk to us about the game are Duke Micheka, John Wangari, Brian Chege, and John Mukabi, all from Chess Kenya. Welcome to our discussion, guys. At my farthest left is John Wangari. Karibu sana. She's a chess player, and she'll be showing us what she's made of. And then next to her is Duke Micheka, who is that is the secretary, the vice chair, Chess Kenya, in charge of technical. And of course, the secretary general, that's John Mukabi. Karibu sana to our studios. And one, Brian Chege, I'm told, is the big man of the game. He's the national under-18 champion. Yes. Karibu sana, Brian Chege. Yeah, we're talking about this game. We just said that politics is kind of a chess game also, where there's always an end game. And when it comes to chess, there are also those terms, end game. What does end game means in chess before we come to the real rules of the game?
Okay, in chess, there are 3 parts of the game. We have the opening phase, we have the middle game, and we have the end game. Generally, in the end game, there are very few pieces remaining. And it is actually the most important part of the game. You may play well in the opening, middle game, but the end game is the most important. One false move there, and you lose the game. So the end game is where the few pieces are remaining.
So Duke, we are justified to say that NASA and Jubilee are in an end game. They are all saying no elections on 26. Somebody else is saying there will be presidential elections. This end game, just politically speaking, where do you see the end game in Kenyan politics before I bring you back to this, if you are a politician for that matter?
Now, you see, in chess, a game can end in three ways.
Yes.
A win, a loss, or a draw. The draws, there's a draw that is termed as a stalemate.
Stalemate.
Yeah. Right now in a political chess, we can say we are now in a stalemate.
In a stalemate.
Yeah. Yeah.
IEBC says we are going ahead with the elections. Jubilee says yes, there will be an election. But NASA saying no. It's a chess game. That the pawns, I can see there's the equipment just in front of us here. Yeah. Chege, yes. What are we staring at?
Oh, these are a standard size chessboard. Yeah, these small pieces are the pawns. Yeah, so these are the pawns. Yes.
Yeah, that's a pawn.
This is the rook, or the castle as many.
The castle, or people call it the castle.
Yes.
Yeah. But in your terminology, you call it
the rook.
The rook.
Yes. So followed by the knight. Yes, it just looks
the knight
like
looks like what? A horse?
Yeah, a horse.
Yeah. Then?
Okay. Yeah, then there's the bishop.
Bishop.
Yeah.
You have preachers. You have preachers in this game also.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of a bishop. Yeah, then there's the big man, the king. Yeah, so you need to protect this at all costs in the game. Yeah, then the queen. Yeah, the most powerful piece on the board. Yeah, and then the rest are alike.
Alike.
Yeah.
Is it by coincidence that you have the queen being powerful, more powerful than the king, or what is it all about, Joan? if you can talk about the queen and the king.
The queen has more power because it can move in all directions, meaning it can go horizontally, vertically, diagonally. But the king, it can only move one box around itself. And it's weak, generally weak.
Why would be a man? Why would be a king? That weak?
Maybe it's girl power.
It's girl power. So we've got all those overtones in there. And if you can talk to us, Mukabi, we talk about this chess game. I don't think many Kenyans really understand this game, or that if the game is even played at an organized level. Do we have this kind of thing in Kenya?
Yes. In fact, Chess Kenya has been in existence from 1976.
1976?
Yes. And we started playing in the World Chess Olympiad in 1980. 1980 until now. Every 2 years, we go to the World Chess Olympiad. We have the national championships organized every year in December. Like the next one is coming in December. Then we have the Kenya Open. And then from February of every year, we have 7 regions around the country for the juniors. The Kenya National Youth Chess Championship.
Yes.
Brian is a product of that. He won this year's under-18 boys championship way back in March. So it's there.
A very sharp guy, eh?
Yes. So it's there. It's been there for some time. Though many people find chess a bit boring. It's not so much like a good spectator sport. You cannot cheer. You cannot clap. But once you know the moves, you can actually sit down and watch for many hours.
Yeah, because it's about strategy.
Yeah,
and you cannot really be making a lot of noise when you are thinking strategy. But looking at it, Duke, people talk about strategy. How can it be made, to interest Kenyans, for instance?
To interest Kenyans, what we are doing on the ground is we are trying to make sure everybody is aware of the game. Right now we have programs already on the ground doing that. We have chess in schools. Like you can't picture like 10 maybe a decade ago, the chess activities a decade ago and now,
yes,
we have more activities on the ground. We have more people playing chess. We have more people who are aware of the game. Now you go and ask somebody, just what is this? I'll tell you that's a chess game. Do you know how to play it? Maybe they don't know how to play it, but you'll find they know a piece here, or they heard from a friend.
Yes.
So chess is out there.
Yeah, because anytime we are stuck in the traffic jam and we see the hawkers, hawking those chess board and all that, sometimes you have the money, but you're thinking, I don't know how to play this game. And how shall we get ourselves, to start thinking about this game, Wangari? I don't know. And how you started, getting into this game?
First, you must have interest. You must cultivate that interest. You've seen the hawkers, but have you ever asked the hawker to play the game? They only sell the pieces. They only sell the board, but they don't even know the game itself.
Yes.
We are incorporating this in schools, small kids from around 5 years. When your kid comes home with that board and tells you, Dad, look at this game, I've been playing this. You will ask yourself, why is the kid so interested in it?
Yes.
You'll try it out. Now, for me, my experience, my little sister, she was the national champion 2015. She was 6 years. She went to Zambia to represent Kenya. She started playing the game after following the brother, who's the under 14 champion right now. So I saw them playing. I'm the firstborn. So I used to ask myself, how can they leave the country and leave me here?
Yes.
So watching them play, I got the interest, and I learned the game from them. So it's all about interest.
It's about interest. I would like you now, as the chess people, to interest the country in this game. And maybe I'll invite you, Chege, to this side, because we need just to demonstrate a little bit how are these moves made. Yeah? Would you do that, please? You can sit here. As maybe John, you can step forward. Okay, you can. How do you do that? You bring this here. Okay, let's pull it. Okay. And then let me take this position. Come here. Oh, where do you sit? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can we?
Okay, so
Can you sit here and then let's see the demonstration? Okay. Or do you have to have the whole view?
It's
Yes.
okay. It is.
Yes. So, who starts?
White starts, always. White will always start the game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, I can start.
Then I block it.
Yeah, by moving this one, so you've blocked him. He cannot move.
Yeah, he cannot move. The pawn, when it's taking a piece,
Yes.
it takes it diagonally.
Uh-huh.
For instance, if this was here, it would have taken it that way.
Okay.
So with blocking it, it cannot move ahead, and it cannot take this piece.
Okay.
So basically, black is defending itself. It's
Black is
defending an
defending.
attack. Yeah.
We said that there will always be an end game. What is the aim of this game? What do you want to achieve? Of course, you've blocked this one, but in the end, what do you want to achieve?
Yeah. So, in the end game, you must plan for your end game. Okay? You must have a favorable number of pawns, because once your pawn reaches to your opponent's camp, the other side, and promotes, it can become any of the back pieces except the king.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the more the pawns, the more chances of you promoting. And for you to achieve a favorable end game, you need to plan the opening. Yeah, and continue.
You cannot just start from anywhere. You've got to think.
I cannot just start from here.
What if you did that?
Not unless I'm a GM or something.
You can play that, but you'll be disadvantaged. You'll be disadvantaged. Maybe you may defend for a very long time. And the aim, the actual aim of the game is to trap the king. If none of those kings can be trapped, then the game ends in a draw. So if white manages to trap that king, white wins. We say he has checkmated the other opponent.
Just take us through one of the first rule of a chess game.
Yes.
What is it?
The first rule, the aim of the game is to capture the king. Is to capture the king.
Capture this king.
Yes, those sides.
Or this.
White always starts. White always starts, and then the pawns, which are normally the ordinary soldiers. In politics, you can compare the voters.
The voters
as the pawns.
being manipulated
by the
an
politicians.
attack, others,
Now the pawns are the only pieces which, once they move forward, they cannot come back. That's how limited they are.
So you've made this step. You
Now
cannot
that
go
pawn
back.
can never retreat.
Wait for your death or your
he goes
next
forward
attack.
or something. All the other pieces, they can move forward, backwards, sideways, and so on and so forth.
Duke, maybe we bring you, we talked about the knight. Huh?
Yeah.
What's the function of this knight?
You see, in a game of chess, all pieces have their specific moves.
Yes.
And their like point values.
You can continue.
So you see, like the pawns are equivalent to one point. When we come to the rook, it's 5. You see, it has some more value, unlike the pawns. The knights and the bishops, they're equivalent to 3 points each. The king, which like now decides the game, when it's trapped, the game is over, is the most powerful. But since it's the one that is being chased to be trapped, it has 0. Its point value is 0. The queen is the most powerful, which has 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see, when playing, like the pawns, you see, like he said, they can only go ahead. So for the pawns, they can only make one or 2 steps during the start of the game. And if you cannot, you see, like he moved the bishop, but you see the bishop moved in a particular direction. The bishop can only move in diagonally, just diagonals. That's the bishop movements.
Mukabi, maybe you tell us, because I'm told there's another rally coming up somewhere, and they'll want to join, the politics, around the country. We may not have enough time to talk about this, but then, just quickly, what is Chess Kenya doing at the moment to improve the game?
Yes, in the past years, especially, say from 5 years backwards, chess has been concentrated mostly in Nairobi. But our focus now, we just came into office 7 months ago, and we'll be in office for 4 years. Our focus is to make sure that the game is played all over the country.
Yes.
Like the CIS program has just kicked off, and we are targeting all the 47 counties.
Yes.
And from that, in fact, like earlier this year, as I told you, we had the qualifiers from 7 regions. Then the top 5 from each regions in each age category, they come for the finals, which were held at Alliance.
Okay.
So we are trying to get all the counties active, not like before when it was concentrated in Nairobi.
Okay. We are out of time because that's what I'm being told by my director. But quickly, what are the benefits as a young person playing the game, under 18 champion? What are the benefits of this game?
Yeah, the benefits of chess are numerous. One, you get to travel out of the country.
Yeah, exciting, of course.
Yeah.
Like she said.
Yeah, to just take them to the airport.
Yeah. So, and then it sharpens your brain. You calculate mathematics better.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
what else? What else? What is the benefit?
Memory. You become
you sharpen
sharp.
your memory.
Yeah. Cognitive voice.
In fact, studies have shown that children who are exposed to chess,
Yes.
they, after some months, they perform much better in school than the rest. They think differently. They think differently from the rest.
That's really great. And I just wish that parents watching this and anyone interested in this game would really take time to understand this. And we said that it's a game that has an end game that would result either in the coronation of the winner or, of course, the resignation of the loser. And like we said, the Kenyan politics now are just like these guys are playing a game of chess, and we don't know what the end game would be. And of course, I want to thank Duke. This has been a very short time, but I want to believe that we'll have more time to talk about this game. But thank you for coming through, Joan Wangari.
Yeah.
Asante sana. And I'm looking forward to a day when I'll beat Joan Wangari, and of course, the young man here, Brian Chege.
Champion.
John Mukabi, thank you very much. We're really proud of you, what you're doing in Chess Kenya as KTN, because it is the home of sports. We like promoting the sports, and going forward, we believe that you'll keep safe, make sure that you attend those rallies, but then you don't become like the pawn. You make sure that you don't fight for that politician who will never put food on your table. I've been your presenter, Robin Toskin. Until next week, thank you very much.